how far do you think Haymitch views Katniss and Peeta as pawns in the bigger rebellion scheme, which would definitely have been cooking on gas by then? And do you think, and if so, when does Haymitch start to feel actually protective of them?
I think it's med on the surface. On the surface, it seems to be the rebellion starts when Snow gets directly involved with Katniss's life. But really, it's
Yeah.
been going on a lot longer than this. Even during book one, you see those little seeds already being planted. And I struggle with this because I actually quite like Haymitch.
Oh, no, so do
And
I. Yeah.
I can't figure out exactly where I believe this became more about rebellion versus tributes versus kids from my district.
I think it's all a bit of both.
Like, did he begin helping them because he realized he finally had some pawns to put on the chessboard? Like, was he
Mm.
already thinking rebellion, then boom, these two land in his lap? Because Katniss becomes more than just a victor. When does
Hmm.
he realize Katniss can be the Mockingjay? Is she his favorite because she can be molded into the Mockingjay?
For me, I think for Haymitch, it really is just accumulation of everything. Like we know he got drunk because he'd spent like 25 whatever years watching the kids that he'd been trying to train die, and he'd kind of given up on it. I feel like it's a combination of he'd seen that Katniss had some fire in her. He'd seen that Peter could help bring out that fire in her in his own special way. This was different for him. This year had different things going on. It had different strategies. The fake dating Haymitch knew could help concoct kind of that rebellion later on. And then I imagine at that point he had probably already heard from the rebellion people from, I don't know, maybe even District 13 and President Coin herself, if he knew at that point, about potentially using what was starting to brew as for the rebellion. I think it was a bit of everything. I like to think at some point Haymitch did actually start to feel protective for them. I would hate to think that he didn't. I would like to think there was care in there somewhere in the mix.